The story actually begins from the verse 1 here. And Jesus was traveling from Galilee to Jerusalem. And he might have traveled near the borderline between the two regions of Samaria and Galilee. And there was a village, and he was going to that village. At the moment, the 10 men who were suffering from leprosy, they called out him, asked for mercy. The Gospel tells us that they stood at a distance and called him in a loud voice. Do you remember? And these 10 people were very conservatively followed the law. Okay? And their tradition, if you just got this leprosy or a disease, you got to keep yourself from people. The first, you cannot live with your family. You cannot live in a town area. So those people were actually living outside of town, a village, and they just could not get close to other people. So they kept distance. They kept distance with Jesus. And then just shout, okay? Jesus, Jesus, have a pity on us. They probably heard about Jesus and what he had done. So when they did it, they probably believed that Jesus could heal their illness. Right? So with that faith, they just shouted. They probably thought that Jesus would be their last hope. So they, by all means, tried to get attention from Jesus. So their voice level was not like, oh, Jesus, please help me. It would be just a shouting. It's loud, like a crazy. Jesus, please look at me here. And help me. And heal me. The response from Jesus was pretty simple. He didn't even ask a question. The Bible says that when he saw them, that he said, go, show yourself to the priest. According to the law, when you were caught by one of the diseases, like leprosy, you have to just move yourself from family. That's the order from the priest. But for some reason, if you get healed, then you got to show your healed body to the priest and got approval from them. So once the priest declared that now you are clean, your disease has been healed. Once that news is proclaimed by the priest, then you could go back to your family and your whole life could be restored. Okay? So, when Jesus said, now you just go and show yourself to the priest, that means that you are healed. Okay? And amazingly, all those 10 people had a strong faith. The strong faith that believed and followed what Jesus said. Why? Because they were in the very critical situation. Their life, because of this leprosy, all this mess, ruined. Okay? There was no life, no future for those people. In this very critical condition, they heard about Jesus, and they believed that Jesus could be their last hope. So they made their challenge. Okay? By all means, they tried to get attention from Jesus, so they did it. And now, Jesus told them, now go yourself to the priest. What could you do? They all just believed, okay, let's go. And then something will happen. So they all just moved from that spot to the priest. And then really, something happened on their way to the priest. In verse 15, it says, one of them, when he saw he was healed, came back, praising God, and in a loud voice. So it looks like something happened in verse 14. So now we go back to 14, and it says, as they went, they were cleansed on their way. So let's just collect all these pieces together. Now Jesus said, you just go to the priest and then show yourself. So all these people just moved together and they just moved toward the priest. And on their way, they just see themselves that something happened, and all those the signs of lepers just gone. And they just saw themselves, they've been healed, cleansed. Something happened, really. And now, usually the other healing story in the gospel just concluded at this point. Those 10 people came to Jesus and asked for healing, and Jesus told them to do something, and they did it, and here the healing happened. Period. But the story of today just began. When this healing event happened, 9 people continued their journey to the priest. And one man, when he realized what had happened to him, he just made a U-turn and came back to Jesus. And the Bible says, when he did it in praising God. Now we see the two group of people in this story. They started this journey all together out of big critical problems. They all had the same problems. And how serious it was, it just ruined your whole life. Right? Having leprosy means you have no future in their society in their time. Okay? How serious was it? It's that serious. You have no future. Your life is end that point. So all these 10 people began from the same point. And searching and looking for Jesus for the same reason. What was the reason? To be healed. Right? To be healed. They're looking for the Jesus for the same reason, and they all just got to the same point. Met Jesus and asked Jesus for healing. Now, Jesus heard their voice and provided mercy to all of these 10 men. When Jesus told them to do something, all these 10 people did the same thing together, followed the direction. Why? Until this point, they all shared the same problem of leprosy. They didn't get out of the problem yet. They still were dealing with their problems. Right? Now, on their way to the priest, they found out problem's gone. Now they're back